Good morning, it is Coach T. Sorry we're having technical difficulties on the YouTube channel, but we're going to get started right now. So we're going to do two moves and I'll explain everything. Two moves for our warm-up. We're going to work on our knee today, getting ourselves some knee health. So let's start on two quick moves, getting the body ready. We're going to work on the knees today. We're going to strengthen the knees and get some blood flow in that area. Let's get started with some hinges right here. I want you to separate your legs at least hip distance width apart. Right here, we're going to hinge over, meaning come down until you feel your glutes pull, until you feel your hamstrings pull in the back, and that's when you want to come right back up. I've grabbed the foam roller to actually use to help with my balance as we're doing knee work. You can use the back of a sofa, you can use the wall, you can use the back of a chair, whatever works for you. Let's do some twist right here, around side to side, getting the body ready, just getting some heat in the body, getting the blood flow going. So find whatever you can, ladies, that will work for you to actually to help you to balance yourself as we do the knee work, because a lot of it will be done left side, right side, where you'll just be using one leg at a time and one leg will be stationary. So we're going to start off where we're going to do some knee extensions. Grab onto what you can. I'm going to use this standing foam roller. That way you can see my form better. So we're going to start off bringing the knee up and we're going to extend it out and bring it back in. We want to keep it up in the air the entire time as we're bringing it back and forth. This right here, this is going to increase the blood flow in the knees, what we're working on. If at any time you feel that you need to put it down, definitely put it down and join back in when you can. So we're just doing one leg dedication at a time. We'll probably just get 2 rounds through and we want to bring it down instead of 3 rounds. So I'm going to put the roller on this side. So now we're going to do the opposite leg. And remember, we're standing nice and tall. Try not to bend into it. You stand nice and tall. You bring the leg up. Try to keep a 45-degree bend in the knee. And you just want to extend it out and bring it back in. Extend it out and bring it back in. That's okay if you have a little bit discomfort, but you should not be in severe pain. If you're in a lot of pain, you want to stop. I'm going to do a few more. 4, right here, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so now I'm going to switch back to the other side. Now we're going to do a lateral leg raise, which means we're going to go across the body. So we're going to pick the leg up. You're going to keep it low to the floor, and you're just going to go out and in. So you're bringing it inside the body and outside the body. See how we're just going out to the side? We're working on our gluteus minimus, which is the glute that sits more to the outside of the hip. You know, you have 3 glute muscles. You have the minimus that's deep inside, the maximus, that's the big one, and then the medius that sits out to the side. Let's do 1, 2 more. All right, let's bring it to the other side. And we're only doing these for about 20 seconds each. All right, so standing nice and tall, almost 25 seconds, I'm sorry. So we want to swing it inside to the leg and inside towards the body and outside of the leg. All right, working the outside right here. As I said, we're working on the gluteus medius muscle right here. This helps to strengthen and stabilize the knee is why we're working on this. 3, 2, and 1. All right, then we want to bring it back down. Now we're going to work on some kickbacks, which is going to work more of the gluteus maximus, the biggest glute muscle. So this right here is going to help when we're doing hinges, as we did in the warm-up, and also when we're doing squats. All right, so we're going to bring the leg up. We want to keep it bent, and you want to push it back. See my side view right here? You want to push it back. Try to keep that standing knee with a soft bend in it. Try not to lock it out, and you want to push it back. Don't straighten the leg out when you push it back. Keep it in that nice bent position. We really want to focus on those glutes. So we're going to do 3 right here, 2, and 1. All right, bring it down. Now we're going to switch to the other side. We're going to bring it up, get your position, and we're going to kick back right here. There we go, getting into the big glute muscle. Try not to overarch your back. And I should be standing more straight. I thought this thing was much taller than it is. We're gonna do a few more of these, and then we're gonna do one more move and start all over again. Here we go, 3 and 2 and 1. It takes a lot to try not to kick it out straight, right? So now we're gonna do a releve calf raise, where we're gonna point both toes out and both feet out in opposite directions. So we would want to do, if you had any type of dance class, is that you want to come up on your toes and you want to bring it down. So you want to come up on your toes and you want to bring it down. So what we're doing right here is that we're strengthening the calf muscles right here. So when we strengthen our calf muscles, it helps to absorb the impact that usually goes to the knees. Let's do one more of these, and then we're going to start all over again at the top and bring it down. Strengthening those calf muscles help to less pressure on the actual knees. Let's start back again at the top with the knee extensions. Standing nice and tall. Leg is up, bent knee. So when you do that bent knee, you're going to have a flex foot, and you just kick it out and bring it back in. Flex foot, kick it out and bring it back in. There we go, standing nice and tall, really getting that blood flow into that knee area. Blood flow is a healing property, ladies. So we're gonna go a few more. 3, right here. 2, right here. 1, right here. Take it down. Let's switch over to the other side. Let's reset, get our balance, get ourselves ready for the work at hand. Stand nice and tall, bring the knee up and extend right here. There we go. Getting blood flow, that's all we're doing with this move right here. You can do this every day. If you suffer with stiff knees in the mornings, do this every day just to get your body ready and prepared for the day at hand, even if you're just walking around. Let's do a few more. We're going 3, 2, and 1. All right. So let's go back to the opposite side. And you might feel this in your hip area also, depending on how high you're bringing that hip. All right, so now we're going to do it across the body, the lateral move. Remember, this is going to strengthen that outside glute. So you bring it up and you go across. It doesn't have to be big, right? We're not trying to do gymnastics. We're just trying to work on getting some strength in those muscles that are supporting the knee. And if you notice that everything that we're doing right now is extended. It's away from the knee. It's not right in the knee area, right? So we're gonna go 3 and 2 and 1. That's usually what happens, what we call in the kinetic chain. If something is going on somewhere else in the body and it affects another part of the body. So that leg is up, bringing it across. Ooh, almost knocked myself off balance right there. That's why I like to keep my hand on my hip. It helps me to stay more even across my core. There we go. It doesn't have to be big. We're just going in and out. You would think that you're working on the hips, which you are, but you're also working on that gluteus medius outside right here, which is going to help stabilize that knee. Let's go 3 and 2 and 1. All right, so now we're going to do those kickbacks. Remember, we're keeping that knee bent the entire time we're doing the kickback. Try not to send the leg out. We don't want it to start getting into the hamstring area. So we bring it up and we kick back. Doesn't have to be a big kickback. Maintain your balance. Try to stay as upright as possible. Remember, this is going to help you to do hinges that we did for our warm-up. This is also going to help you to do squats better. See how I just almost lost my balance right there? Let's do a few more. And we're on 3 and 2 and 1. Woo! If you tight in there, it really gets in there, right? So now let's do the other side. What we do on one side, we must do on the other side to stay equally balanced. Bring that leg up. Engage your core. When you engage your core, it helps maintain your balance also. There we go. We're sending it back. Trying to keep it bent as you have it in the air and not trying to straighten it. That's a lot. That's a lot, Coach T, right? Woo! There we go. 3. My glutes are tight. 2 and 1. All right. So we're going to bring it to the side. Let's do our releve calf raises. because we want as less impact on the knees as possible, right? And if the calves can take some of that pressure, that's what we want. So we want to all the way up. So if you can come down and all the way up on the knees, really getting a nice full stretch in those calves. There we go. We want to get them ready, so it's going to affect the calf all the way down to the ankle. All of that, when you impact on your foot and it comes up the leg, that's what we're trying to strengthen everything. 3, right here, 2, right here, and 1. All right, last round right here. Let's go to those knee extensions. And we're gonna make everything real quick because we are over for time. Just trying to get that new camera to work. Knee extensions out. Now it should feel much easier in this third round. This is our third and final round because guess what? Your body's already warmed up. Your muscles have already been here. We've done these moves already before, and we're just finishing up right here. Nice and high. You'll notice that your balance is much better, that it's easier to kick it out this time, right? Yeah, because your body is already prepared. You've already done this 2 previous rounds. Now this is your last round right here. And we're just gonna kick it out, standing nice and tall. You can do these moves every day if you like. It's nothing strenuous on the body. It does not require any type of equipment. You can do this just to get your body ready and prepared if you're suffering with weak knees, or if you've had physical therapy, you've had knee surgery. This is a great way just to strengthen those areas to help you to get better faster, all right? Last one right here. Put it down. Now we're gonna move it across the body. It is really tight in my hips. I taught class last night and I think we did a lot of hip work. I always have to be cognizant. We're gonna go across the body of what I do the night before, actually getting in here and doing exercises. Because remember, I got some age on me too, right? I'm not a spring chicken, all right? And the body needs at least a good 24 hours for recovery. We're gonna do a few more of these and we're gonna switch to the other side. We're gonna go 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, put it down. Get ready to switch to the other side. And no harm, no foul if you're feeling this in your hips, because guess what? They're enjoying it also. They could use some blood flow in that area. That way when you go sit down the rest of the day at work, your hips are already open. So we're gonna go across the body. And remember what I said, it doesn't have to be big. Even if you're just keeping it right here, because we're concentrating on that gluteus minimus. You know how you start to work out and you lose that and you have that little indentation right there on the side, right? Doesn't everybody get that? You really have to concentrate on working on that gluteus medius. So we're gonna go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, it always wants to go first. Not the gluteus maximus, but the medius, that little part right here. So it's 3 glute muscles that sit on top of each other. So let's do those kickbacks. Of course, with the maximus being the biggest, the medius being second, and the minimus is deep inside of that area where all 3 of them sit on top of each other. Ooh, losing my balance. And I have my socks on because my shoes were really clunky and big and awkward, and it just was making me work too hard, right? Why work hard when you can work smart? Let's go 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Woo! Almost lost it there at the end. Turn around, 2 more moves, and we are done for the day. Keep this. This one is a keeper. You might want to save this, but Facebook won't save it, but you'll have to go to my YouTube channel and watch it again. All right, so we're going back behind us. All right, let me get some stabilization right here. And we pushing back. Remember, all of this helps to support the knee, stabilize the knee, get blood flow to the area. Losing my balance. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And here's our last move, and we are done. Sorry that we're going to be 2 minutes over. All right, so right here, toes are pointed out in opposite directions. So you want to come up and you want to come down. Come up. I like to use my hands. That way it helps to make it a little easier to lift. Easier to lift and bring down and get a nice little mini squat in there, right? Last 4, 3, come on, 2, last 1. All right, and we are done, and that is